And welcome to Clappia. In this video, we'll see how to use Clappia MCP to build an employee onboarding app. Employee onboarding usually involves a lot of fields for personal details, department details, and so on. Normally, you'd add each field manually in Clappia to create the app structure. But with Clappia MCP, you can create it just by giving a prompt to an AI like Claude, ChatGPT, and so on. This way, you don't spend time setting up every block step by step. Instead, you describe what you need and the AI builds it inside Clappia for you. You can then refine or customize it further either directly in Clappia or by asking the AI to edit the app again. I've already made a separate tutorial on how to set up MCP, so if you haven't done that yet, you can check it out. The link is in the description box. That video will help you connect Claude or any other AI to your Clappia workplace. For this demo, I'll be using Claude, but you can use whichever AI works best for you. Now let's see how to build the app. I'll open Claude Desktop, and here I'll give in a prompt like create an onboarding app for this email ID, and I've given it some example fields and also asked it to create a workflow. In your prompt, make sure you mention the email ID tied to your Clappia workplace. Otherwise, the app won't be created in the right place. I'll hit enter and Claude will create a complete employee onboarding app in my workplace. I have been a bit specific with my prompt, but you can start with something simple too. If you want to include specific details, just include that in your prompt. The more details you provide, the more tailored your app will be. It usually takes a few minutes to set up, and at the end, Claude will show exactly what it has added. Now, while the app is getting created, you might get a further prompt asking you to allow it to continue further. Click on Allow. It has created the app, and it also shows what it has added. Let's check this out. I'll go to my Clappia workplace. I'll refresh this page, and you can see the employee onboarding app has been created. I'll open the app, and here are all the relevant fields added, even the ones I asked for in my prompt, such as the employment details, the start date, and the department. Now let's take a quick look at the design app, where you normally create the app structure. You can see all the sections and fields, and if I click on a field, you'll notice the right panel is also set up. At this stage, I can either make changes manually or I can ask Claude to edit it for me. If you're using your AI to make edits to your app and are working on multiple apps, make sure you give the app ID in your prompt to let the AI know which app needs changes. You'll get the app ID over here on the right panel. And if editing certain fields, then you can give the variable names in curly brackets like so. Every field has variable names. So now let's say I want to add a field to show probation end date for the employment types. So back to Claude Desktop, I'll type in edit the app, I'll mention the app ID and given the request. Now I'll hit enter. Claude has made the changes, so I'll return back to my workplace. I'll refresh the page and let's check it out. And it has added the two fields that I asked for. So if I click on this, on the right panel you can see it has set it up exactly as I asked for. It is also given a display condition based on the employment type. Let's test it out in App Home. So over here, the probation end date or the contract end date does not appear. But if I make a selection for the employment type, the field appears. And since it will calculate 3 months after the start date, if I make a selection, that's what it shows. If I select contract, the other field appears. I can then start making submissions to this app. And you can view all your submissions as per usual under the Submissions tab. You will get the same app as a mobile app as well, and it will work in the offline mode. If you haven't downloaded the Clappia mobile app, you can do so either on Play Store or App Store, and the moment you sign in, all your apps will be there, live and ready to use. And that's it. We've built and tested an employee onboarding app using MCP. You can take this further by asking the AI to add workflows. In my original prompt, I did ask it to set up a workflow to notify the IT team via email. So it added an email workflow node and it set up the right panel. If I would have given the IT email ID, it would have added that over here. You can also ask the AI to set up other workflows. Or you can ask it to set up the dashboard or other requirements, all with prompts. It's a great example of how you can combine Clappia's flexibility with AI to go from an idea to a working app in just a few minutes. If you have any questions while trying this out or need help with other features in Clappia, you can raise a support request by clicking on the button over here at the top. Select this option. Our AI support is trained on all of Clappia's material to give you a tailored solution, or you can contact our solutions and support team and we'll get in touch. Thank you.